We just had a roundtable chat with Oscar and Paola, and I think it was great to get an overview. What does it mean to come to a show like Drupa? How does that also get as an inspiration for future development? And now I have the opportunity to talk to Oscar. Great to see you again, Oscar.
Great to see you. Welcome again to the HPS stand.
Thank you. Oscar, your work where you are like, as we spoke about, you have like close communication with customers and you have a big understanding of the needs in the daily life. What are the biggest challenges for a print service provider using HP technology today?
I would say not only using HP technology, but as overall technology challenges, one of the things we are observing is, again, the timelines has been shortening. Expectations of delivery has been also shortening. And people, customers especially, are trying to cope with all this change. And they need to be more efficient. They need to be able to turn around jobs in a faster way. You know, the digital expectations that are affecting the consumer business, you buy something in Amazon and you expect to be delivered at your door in a few hours or next morning. The same concept is being, let's say, applied to our business to business. You know, when you are buying a very nice decoration for your restaurant or a very nice campaign for an outdoor campaign, you expect things to go fast. And what happens is many of our print shops are struggling to be able to cope with this level of complexity, with getting all the files into their premises, preparing the files, printing the files, getting out there, getting installations done. So it's a complex process. And again, this is not only from HP perspective, it's any customer we talk. So our line of thought is we need to continue to design products, printers, of course, but also everything else that make that process simpler and simplified. So they become more agile, they become more digital ready.
Yeah. And I like when you say that because I mean, also again, as you spoke before, HP as a huge IT and computer company, I guess that the ability to create the software that enable your customers is more than just the speed of the printer, right?
Absolutely. You know, as you look at the overall workflow, actually 80% or 90%, depending on the cases, of the end-to-end process is not printing. It's doing something else. So definitely, when we look at the opportunity, is very large. And when we look at the assets that HP has got, you know, a very strong company in terms of IT development, in terms of AI. Think about the power that we can bring to the marketplace, the innovation we can bring. We're very excited about, you know, not continue to bring great printers, which we will do, but also to have with those great printers, great software and services to help that transformation to make them more efficient.
If I think back maybe 8-10 years, right? And maybe I'm just wrong because I come from a small country, but I was thinking that in this segment of the market, there was a lot of smaller players in the beginning. And then it seems that it's like getting bigger and bigger players in the market. Is that a trend, or is it just me that see that? Or
it changes country by country. There's been some concentrations in some countries. That's true. To your point of, you know, the bigger fishes, you know, getting the smaller fishes. But I would say it's not a general trend we see. You know, the smaller print shops actually have the ability because some of them are born digital. And that gives you the strength. Younger generations, they understand the digital system, they understand the digital language. So actually some of the smaller companies are even more agile, faster than long established large corporations. So it's very nice to see how both have a place, you know, and we don't see truly a massive trend of consolidation. Definitely the really small customers that have not adopted, obviously they need to evolve, and some of the bigger companies are making acquisitions, but I wouldn't say it's a worldwide phenomenon.
I was also asking because when I think back when, let's say, large format, wide format started to become like something that was normal in printing companies, it was also like a very, very profitable segment of the industry. Is it still a very profitable segment?
I would say it depends on the pockets of growth. There are many opportunities which are very profitable, and that's what we keep saying our customers, print service providers, they need to look for the profit pools. If you look at I have here in the back, high value output, high quality stuff, you know, decoration stuff. Obviously, if you go after, you know, let's say commoditized output like a banner or something, you know, very basic stuff, that's true. It's a classical, you know, product life cycle evolution. Some applications have commoditized. The good news is there are many others which are starting to emerge. You know, we go with digital printing to home decor, to you know, office decor, and the people are still amazed what you can do with electronics. Oh, you can print this, and you can do a curtain, you can do a wallpaper, or you can do a floor graphics. So there's still a lot of discovery, which to me gets me excited because yes, there is some applications which are commoditized. There are many others which are not commoditized, where the opportunity is big and where we can make an impact.
And I mean, look at this, looks beautiful, right?
Yes, and that's an example of, again, what I said before. We try to bring customers to our stand to show them that's what you can do. That's the level of impact that you can show your customers to go to their clients, to get to the brands, to the agencies, to the retail chains, and tell them, look, you can decorate, you can transform spaces. We like to call transform spaces. You see this big transforming headline here because we believe with our technology, we can transform spaces. When you think about transforming spaces, that gives you a whole new experience, and that's very appealing. And back to the profit pool, is something people is willing to invest. Yeah. It's not about a simple poster. Is I'm going to transform my office. I'm going to transform a restaurant. I'm going to transform a retail store. You name them. That's for us the truly transformation in the space.
Last question, and we of course have to talk about it. And that is, in everything that relates to print, I think sustainability becoming a more and more important topic. How do HP address sustainability in this segment of the market?
So for us, sustainability is fundamental into our strategy. Our large format strategy is based on what we call 3 pillars, what we call the 3 S's, which is all about stunning output. You see them, how beautiful we can print, streamline workflows, back to the streamline operation, and third pillar is our sustainability. We take it very seriously, not only from a large format perspective, but from the entire corporation. We were the first ones to introduce water-based inks into the market that has a sustainability credential much higher than anyone else. We truly design products which are much more, let's say, recyclable parts, recyclable plastic built into it. We're looking at this very seriously from an ink development perspective, from a hardware development perspective, and now more and more we're trying to help our customers for them to understand how they can produce in a more sustainable way. And one of the software pieces we're incorporating in our products is to help them, like carbon footprint calculators. They can calculate how much carbon footprint a given job is able to do. And because we use water-based inks and we can print on non-PVC materials, some of the output we produce is greatly recyclable. So yes, we take this very seriously from a product design perspective, but also helping the customers in the operations. Because many customers telling us sustainability is great, but I don't understand how to use it to my advantage. So here we come with some help.
Have a super great Drupa. I'm sure you'll be successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.